I'll be really proud of me.
Well, who'd have thought today would have actually happened? Friends, family and freeloaders, I'd like to welcome you to the wedding of Katherine and myself. For Katherine's side of the family, and a few here who don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Lewis. I'd like to say I'm the perfect gentleman. I rarely drink. All of my friends define me as the ultimate nice guy. To all the people who know me, hello. I'd like to thank both the mothers today for raising such amazing children.
Yes!
Who are also never a disappointment. I'd like to thank my mum for loaning me her surname for 20 years, which I ruined before going back to my old one. And I'd like to thank Katherine's mum, who, when I asked for her permission to marry Katherine, she answered very quickly. Little did I know why. I've got some flowers here for them. Can you hand them out, Sagas?
You can't bend down.
I can't walk past there.
Tyson!
Where's the night done?
Just like the rings fiasco again. Definitely didn't get past that.
Stop.
Two other special ladies goes up to Val and Sue. Who Sagas have come over. We've done so much today, getting this place decorated, getting it organised. Sue has actually had this in her house for almost 3 years now. Most things you can see have been in her spare bedroom. It's looking like someone's funeral.
It's a big room.
Pretty much.
There's two obvious empty seats here. Both our fathers, who both passed away when we were teenagers. My wedding ring is actually made up of my dad's signet ring and my granddad's. Got it made into one. My father was the life of any pie, always cracking jokes. Luckily this didn't pass down to me because I prefer to say my I'd like to thank Nigel for stepping in for Katherine's father. I spoke to Katherine's mum a lot recently about her father, and when Katherine was young, her and her dad were inseparable when she was a child. He was a professional footballer, and then he went on to be a tennis and squash player. He always had a winning mentality, and it's passed down to Katherine. If you've ever played any sports with Katherine, she does not like to lose. At all. I think we can all agree how proud Katherine's dad would be. I'd like to do my first toast to our absent family. Shaking. I'd like to thank all my groomsmen, Tom, AK, Phil and Andy, for being part of this wedding. Little did they know that for a free suit they've had to rearrange his furniture about 3 times today. And also to ensure I don't lose my £1,000 deposit, these guys are making sure you fuckers don't bring any car bars. If you haven't noticed, Tom appears in a different suit. We did buy these suits 2 years ago, and
Lockdown was tough.
COVID hit Tom bad. I'd like to thank my best man, Matthew Saggers-Cross, for actually attending today. Luckily, this was a week that fell on when there's no festivals, and he wasn't geocaching this week as well. So or it'd probably be a festival, let's face it. Saggers, we've moved rugby clubs together, played American football team for the past 10 years, and when I was going through a little whoopsie in court, he was there every day. That's why you're my best man. Thank you for that. I'd like to thank you for arranging an amazing stag do to Budapest, but that'd be a lie because Danny did it all.
Go on, Danny.
Also, no doubt, his speech today is probably wrote by her as well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's all her.
And I'd like to remind him, whatever he says, his wedding's after mine, so we'll get no revenge. On my stag do, I was dressed up as a baby, as apparently I'm a man-child. A pink tutu with a double-ender taped to one hand. And then I had a real pig trotter gaffer taped to my hand because I say Catherine's feet resemble pig trotters. I was forced to do a lot of shots of the national drink of Budapest or Hungary called Unicum, which I can tell you burns when it goes down and it burns when it comes back up. I was made to do these shots while others were just happily watching Louis Theroux documentaries on Netflix in the other room. I asked the others to join in, and they did start joining in. But little did I know is, they actually just poured shots of Coke. And they did some very good acting when they did it, pretending that it burned. So, I'd like to invite my groomsmen up. This is Unicum. I'm importing it over, it cost me £40.
Oh, can I have one?
I know.
Go for it.
Tom didn't vomit.
It's actually quite nice. What was the issue? What was the issue? Sorry, nice.
Oh, it burns, doesn't it? Wait till it comes back up.
I'm not having a good time.
So now on to the most important part of the day, Katherine. Hello. Myself and Katherine met, like most people do nowadays, on a dating website. I just needed to borrow 100 grand just to tide me over because my enemies were out to get me. But I ended up actually falling for her. I was 30 in a party mode still, and you pulled me out of a bad place. It was only a few months after being with her I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So, on a stag do, I suggested we buy a house together, which we did. Next came the engagement, where in advance I asked Catherine's mum for permission, and like I said, it was very fast when she gave it away. I think I probably could have got some money out of it. So I decided to do it in the most romantic place in the world, Vegas. So before I took her to the Eiffel Tower for some nice food, I had my American football friends keep an area free at the Bellagio. Everything was going to plan until Katherine wouldn't leave the all-you-can-eat buffet. She was wondering why I was so sweaty while we was walking to the fountains. Everything worked out well anyway. I proposed with the fountains going off. She put out the wrong hand, and I held the ring box upside down. You're well known for taking on troublesome horses and turning them around. When I asked you how you do it, you said, ride them, beat them, kick them until they're worn out and give up. I guess you did the same to me. I do, both in rugby and American football, always cheer me on, always support me through my crazy ideas, like buying a massive log cabin, just because I didn't fancy like paying a mortgage. Thanks for paying my mortgage, Darren, by the way, it's going up. You see through me, and you see the real me, and you bring me back down to earth. Then came the arrival of baby Eleanor. 2 years of trying. The hospital said we were doing it wrong. I'll leave that to your imaginations. After doing 50% of my work that night, I left Katherine to the other 50% for the other 9 months. What came at the end was the most beautiful, intelligent baby who I love spending time with, and I'm turning into a mini-me. Katherine, you look truly amazing today. You do so much for me. You've brought our beautiful baby Eleanor into this world, and you're an amazing mum. You truly are selfless, and you will do anything for anyone. You taught yourself to like American football because I play it. You come and watch me. And watching you on your horses and see how competitive you are, I hope it passes down to Eleanor. I keep telling you, you're regularly punching with me, but today, I'm truly the one to be lucky to be with you.
Aww.